April, thank you. 9:02, and we've got breaking news that we are following, as we mentioned here in the 9 o'clock hour. We are just about a minute away from a live update coming from Phoenix Police, as we mentioned, about the arrest that has been made in the shooting death of a 10-year-old girl gunned down in her own driveway.
It's so hard to believe it happened. Morning. This is a picture of the accused gunman. This is 20-year-old Joshua Gonzalez, who was arrested overnight after apparently the public saw that Ford F-150 white pickup truck. We also showed you video from our photogs out at the scene early this morning of investigators loading some wheels and tires and taking those in to investigate. Apparently, we are being told that this guy switched out the wheels on his truck because he had very obvious wheels on that thing, and so probably hoping not to be recognized as that person, we're told that he switched out those wheels. So that's one of the things. And we apparently have been told that they also have the murder weapon. That's been recovered. So right now, he's being charged with first-degree murder and also 3 counts of aggravated assault. But it has to be a little better for the family knowing that this man is off the streets this morning.
Right. You wouldn't want to live in that limbo state of knowing that somebody who could be so dangerous and could take the life of your child would be out there. But think about the circumstances here. I mean, shooting into a car with 2 little girls, a husband and wife, all in the vehicle. I mean, the whole family could have been killed. Dad was struck. Luckily, his injuries were not serious. He was treated at the hospital and released to the reality of having to mourn his 10-year-old daughter.
I know, you're so right about that. Gibby was out at the scene yesterday morning. He actually spoke to the father. The father said that they had pulled out into the road. Apparently, this guy felt maybe cut this guy off. And so then there was a speed bump, so he slowed down for the speed bump, and the guy behind him in the white pickup truck apparently very aggravated over those 2 little items there and followed them. And as they got out of their car in the driveway, the father said that this guy just got out of his truck with a rifle. They're starting to walk in right now and opened fire on the 4 of them, and as we know, killing 10-year-old Summer Brown. So here they are. Let's listen to the latest.
My name is Sergeant Vince Lewis. It's spelled V-I-N-C-E-L-E-W-I-S, Phoenix Police Public Information. Joining me on stage today is Phoenix Mayor Kate Gallego. It's spelled K-A-T-E-G-A-L-L-E-G-O. Phoenix Police Chief Jerry Williams. It's J-E-R-I-W-I-L-L-I-A-M-S. Phoenix City Council District Councilwoman Laura Pastor. It's L-A-U-R-A-P-A-S-T-O-R. Phoenix City Council District 7 and Chairman of the Public Safety and Veterans Subcommittee, Michael Nowakowski, M-I-C-H-A-E-L-N-O-W-A-K-O-S-K-I, and ATF Special Agent in Charge, Monique Villegas. It's M-O-N-I-Q-U-E-V-I-L-L-E-G-A-S. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Mayor Gallego.
Thank you. This week, our community experienced a senseless tragedy. 10-year-old Summer Brown lost her life. I want to thank you all for joining us this morning. I'm grateful to report that our Phoenix Police Department has made an arrest in the homicide of Summer Brown. I want to thank the Phoenix Police Department for working overtime and in partnership with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, and our citizens. When something happens in our community, particularly to a child, the people of Phoenix step up, and the community provided support to the family as well as important tips. It is a tragic loss. Summer was only 10 years old. Our hearts go out to her family, her father, her mother, and her sister. I know that the community will continue to come together to support the family in their time of need. Thank you so much to our police department for working nonstop to make this arrest, and I will now turn it over to Chief Williams.
Good morning, and thank you to Mayor Gallego and those folks who are standing with me. Some of the critical people standing behind me are those individuals standing behind you who have been awake literally since this tragedy happened to bring justice to Summer Brown and her family. As mentioned, we did make an arrest in the suspect in this case. He's been identified as 20-year-old Joshua Gonzalez. He has been booked into jail on 1 count of first-degree murder and 3 counts of aggravated assault. I want to truly commend the tireless efforts of each of the employees involved in this investigation, which includes resources from the Homicide Detail, the Crime Gun Intelligence Unit, the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms Bureau, the Phoenix Police Crime Lab, the Homeland Defense Bureau, Street Crimes Unit, Special Assignment Unit, and Patrol. And I mention all those because it truly takes a team effort in order to make this happen. These men and women all came together to work this case that led to the arrest, some of whom, as I look at them right now, have not slept since the day of the incident or have barely gone home to go to sleep. I also want to give kudos to the Phoenix Fire Department, who tried tirelessly to save Summer and treated and transported the victims. Their dedicated efforts are a testament to the professionalism and investigative talents of each member of our Phoenix Police Department. As Mayor Gallego mentioned, we could not have done this without the support of our community members. After seeing the bulletins, after finding details, after talking and listening, our investigators were able to really close this case because the community members stepped up. To our local and national media, we couldn't do this without you all too. You all pushed out the information that was critical in finding our suspect. This tragedy came down to critical information and the tips in solving this case. The community involvement, the compassion truly assisted in bringing justice for Summer and her family. At this time, we can take limited questions if anyone has any, but please direct whom you would like to respond to and answer the questions.
Chief Williams, how critical was that surveillance video from neighbors and then them handing it over right away to help you guys in this investigation?
Absolutely, undoubtedly critical. So as you all remember in our serial street shooter, we needed tips and information from our community. This, once again, was an exceptional example of good old-fashioned police work and following leads and our community members coming forward, and a testament truly to the local and national media, too, because without your help and assistance, we wouldn't have brought justice this summer.
Chief, it doesn't look like he was trying to hide. It looked like he had parked his truck out in the driveway out in the open. Has Gonzalez said anything or confessed to the crime?
So I would leave that to investigators to respond to and answer, but again, I still want to go back to the message, and the message is without community involvement and without those tips, a little girl who was gunned down, we wouldn't be able to find the suspect. So thank you all. Yes, ma'am.
Was there anything changed?
Hang on.
Well, I think people are going to want to know who this 20-year-old is, what he does for a living, what he was doing, you know, all the particulars that we're apparently not going to get right at this moment, but we will hunt all that information down for you.
Really incredible, such a disturbing story, but such a relief that public information came into police so quickly and that they were able to track down a very dangerous person. So.
Yeah, you always wonder why we give tips on people and asking the public to help out. This is exactly why, because it was very crucial in finding this guy. And once again, this guy, Joshua Gonzalez, only 20, was arrested overnight in the death of 10-year-old Summer Brown.